This is the week that your baby is going to grow about 10 centimeters, so you should be feeling some symptoms this week. This is my 18-week pregnancy update. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? Hi, I'm Hills and thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I am pregnant with baby number 3, boy number 3, and I am capturing this journey for memories and also to be able to share this with you. I'm a slightly older mum, I say slightly, I am 40 years old, and so I'm really interested to see whether the symptoms are going to be any different this pregnancy than they have been for my previous 2. I have 2 boys already, one is about to be 11 and the other one is 5, and so there is around 5 to 6 years gap between each of my sons, which is really coincidental. Baby this week is about 15 centimeters long, and next week when I looked it's 25 centimeters long, and so there is quite a significant growth spurt that is happening this week. In terms of development, their face is starting to look like a cute baby's. Their arms and legs are much more in proportion to the rest of their body size, and they're starting to get that coating of vernix, which is the substance that will protect their skin for the rest of the pregnancy, and you may even find that there is some left on the baby's skin when it's born. In terms of feeling this week, I've really had a week of 2 halves. The first half of this week I was feeling great. The kids are off school because of Easter holidays and I was still working, so my husband was taking care of them, and I have to say, to not have the school run and just to be able to work a normal working day without the breakup of the school run made me feel really productive. I felt like I was on top of things, and that I could really give it my all for the hours that I was sitting at my desk. And then Thursday came, and Thursday brought with it a lovely ear infection. I'm much better now. Today is Sunday because I've been on antibiotics since Thursday. I thankfully got them pretty quickly, and so now I feel much better, but I felt so energetic Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday felt absolutely rotten. Started to feel a bit better yesterday, and then today I feel much more like myself, so thank goodness for being able to take antibiotics whilst I'm still pregnant. I've also just been much more energetic from a sleep perspective. So whilst I'm still getting tired in the evening, I find that I can stay awake a lot longer and still wake up at the normal time and not feel completely wiped. In fact, there was 2 days this week where I actually stayed up till almost midnight. We were watching an amazing show called The Dropout on Disney, and I just couldn't turn myself off and go to bed. So, to be able to stay awake until midnight is really showing that I am the peak phases of energy for the 2nd trimester, because that would not have happened a few weeks ago. Hay fever started. I'm really curious as to whether anyone else has found this as they're working throughout pregnancy, but I find that I'm having to try and protect myself a little bit from the natural anxiety that comes with work. My job involves people and values and is very human focused and sometimes quite emotional, and it's really easy to get swept up along in that and feel the feelings of everybody else, but I'm really conscious to keep my anxiety levels low and to keep everything really in perspective, and that's, you know, some weeks that's easier than others. If you have any tips with that, if there's anything that you've experienced that's just helped you manage the emotions that come with working, then please do share, because I would be really interested to understand if there's any techniques that you can share. Interestingly, food aversions are back this week. And I don't know if that is because there is a bit of a growth surge in the baby, but I have started to really go off things that I love normally, and I'm putting that down to the hormones creeping up again. I also have found that I'm getting full so fast, so much more quickly than I have been before, and we've actually been out for dinner yesterday and I could only have a starter and a few little nibbles, and that was me completely full. So maybe the baby is just condensing, squeezing the stomach a little bit. On confidence and beauty, I have found such a good fake tan. I am fake tan obsessed anyway, always have been, but I just tried a new one this week which gives me some instant colour. The smell is not bad at all. If you would be interested in seeing some kind of beauty vlog, talking about those products that I've been using throughout the pregnancy that I've found to be really helpful, and let me know in the comments below. I'm still not sure if I have popped or not. This is normally the time where people are talking about popping, and I don't know if I have. I'll show my bump in a second and maybe you can advise, but I'm wondering whether it's going to be more 20 weeks before I see that happen. So this is bump at week 18. I'm 18 weeks and 5 days, and this is around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm definitely bigger than I would be in the morning, but there is a bump for sure. I'm just not sure if it's a popped bump. Thank you so much for watching, following along on this pregnancy journey. I will be back next week with week 19's update. Bye, take care.